Welcome everyone. Get started in Shavasana. So just lie down on your back and take up as much space as you need. You could have the legs long or bent. Noticing what posture feels most supportive to you in this moment. I'll just start to take some big breaths. Really read a quote to get us started on our intention. In your Shavasana, maybe feeling your belly, feeling your heart. Our intention today is around giving ourselves attention. So paying attention to your body, to your breath, taking breaks when you need to, modifying, listening to your body. Rupi Kaur says, loneliness is a sign you are in desperate need of yourself. So give yourself the 60 minutes, whatever feels most nourishing. And we'll start with some boxed breathing. So staying in your Shavasana, just on your back. We'll do a 4 count inhale, a pause for 4 seconds, an exhale for 4, and then a hold for 4. And we'll repeat that, cycling through. I'll count you through the first couple of rounds, and then you can continue on your own. And if this ever feels like it's increasing the anxiety in your body, or it doesn't feel good to retain the breath, just let it go and find some sort of natural breath or victorious breath, ujjayi breath. You could also increase the count when you go on your own to 5 or 6 seconds rather than just 4, but we'll begin with 4. So let everything out. And then on your inhale, breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead, keep going on your own. 3 more rounds. When you complete that, just let the breath go back to a natural breath, release it. And if you want to use some music, you can start my playlist or your own. Staying on your back, draw your right knee into your chest and hold on to your shin. Give it a nice squeeze, compressing it. Maybe starting to rock it from side to side. Letting the head, neck, and shoulders stay released. Maybe move the jaw around, the tongue around. Notice if you're holding any tension. And then start to move the right knee to the left, little spinal twist, maybe right head to the right, or right ear to the right. Inhale, come back up and find a half happy baby. So sole of right foot to the sky, right hand to the outer edge, right knee down towards the outer rib cage or towards your right armpit. Press the foot into your hand and hand back into your foot. And then just gently release the right leg next to the left for Shavasana again. Take a big breath in and out. And then left knee to the chest, give it a squeeze, compress it. Maybe move it side to side. And then encourage your left knee towards the right, little spinal twist, head turns to the left. Inhale, roll the hips back to center. Half happy baby with the left knee bent. Right hand can encourage the right hip towards the earth. Again, head, neck, and shoulders relaxing. You can close the eyes here. And then extend your left leg long again and navigate your space, if you can, with long legs. You're going to cross your right leg over the left leg and reach it towards your left fingers, maybe even tapping. If you need to bend your knee, depending on your space or who else is practicing around you, go ahead. And then left leg to the right. So big sweeping motions with your leg, legs straight or legs bent. Carry them across at your own pace, reaching all the way up towards the left and all the way up towards the right. One more time on each side. And then draw both knees into your chest and hold on to your kneecaps with your palms of your hands. Just let your arms go long. Start to circle your knees in opposite directions. Feeling the hips begin to lubricate, maybe switch the direction of your circles. Head, neck, and shoulders are still on the mat. And then plant the soles of the feet as wide as your mat and take the knees to the left and to the right. Windshield wipering the legs, maybe on your toes, maybe with the heels planted. Start to draw all the knees into your chest and forehead to knees. So curl up like a little ball. And then exhale, open up Savasana. We're going to take that 3 more times. Inhale to find yourself in a small shape. And exhale to expand. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And release. Shavasana. Inhale the toes to the sky. Reach the arms overhead, reach the toes to the ceiling, taking a full body stretch in this shape. Maybe move the ankles around, shake the toes around. And then we're going to start some core. So interlace the hands behind your head, elbows wide, lift the shoulder blades off the mat, and just lower the left leg and then lower the right leg. Keep going here or turn it into bicycle. So opposite elbow towards knee, long-legged bicycle. Starting slow, keep breathing. Hovering the heel off the earth as you move and keep tucking the tailbone so it's pressing into the mat. The slower you go, the more your core has to work. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Full happy baby, both knees bent, hands to the knees or the ankles. Maybe massage the sacrum. We have a couple more little core exercises. So when you're ready, knees over hips, we're going to take opposite elbow to knee in slow crunches. So lift the shoulder blades, tuck the tailbone to start to feel the core engage. Notice if the thighs want to move towards the chest and keep the knees over the hips. Extend your left leg long and draw your left elbow towards your right knee, lifting both shoulder blades off the mat and keep some space between chin and chest. Hold it here. Inhale, 2 knees back to center. Retuck your tailbone so your lower back presses into the mat. Right elbow to left thigh, press your right leg away. Inhale, knees to center, tuck your tailbone, lift the shoulder blades. Left elbow, right thigh, left leg long. Nice work. Inhale, center, tuck the tailbone, right elbow, left thigh, right leg long. We're take 1 more set. Inhale, back to center. Last round, tuck the tailbone. Left elbow, right thigh, left leg presses away from you. Press through the ball of the foot. Inhale, 2 knees to center. Lift the shoulder blades, tuck the tailbone. Right elbow, left thigh, right leg long. Release, full body stretch or another happy baby. Take a big exhale, feel your belly release. And then extend the toes to the sky and reach right hand towards left ankle and left hand towards right ankle. So reaching for opposite foot, opposite leg, Reaching the shoulder blades off the mat. Alternating for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and then back into long-legged bicycles. Maybe you move a little faster this time, building some heat as we warm up the body. And then maybe you move into bent leg bicycles, like a faster elbow towards knee, keeping the knee over the hip, not drawing the knee closer to the chest. Last bit of core for 4, for 3, for 2, and full body stretch or happy baby, let it go. Draw the knees into your chest and roll over to the fetal position. Just pause for a moment. Make your way to downward facing dog. First dog of the practice. No rush to get there. When you do arrive, move it around. We have 8 breaths to explore. Pedal the knees. Shake the head. Spread the fingers wide. Just pay attention to how this first down dog of the practice is feeling. Probably the first one of the day. Finding movement or stillness. Three more breaths to move in your dog. Start to find still downward facing dog. The legs can have a little bend to them if that feels good. Walk your hands to your feet, inching your hands all the way to the back of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Hands graze the legs, reach the crown of head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press to the feet, rise to mountain pose. And on your exhale, fold all the way forward again. Look to the top of the mat and crawl your hands into downward facing dog. From down dog, look to your thumbs and tiptoe as many steps as you need to walk hands to feet. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. On your inhale, rise, mountain. And on your exhale, hinge from the hips, knees can bend. Forward fold. Walk your feet back, plant your hands. Downward facing dog. We're going to take that one more time. Inchworm to the back of the mat, inchworm to the front of the mat. As you're ready, walk your hands to feet. Hips over the ankles, half lift, lengthen the spine. Fold, mountain, forward fold. Going at your own pace. Downward facing dog. Looking forward, walking forward. Flat back, fold, mountain, forward fold. Walk back, downward facing dog. Slowly lower the knees to tabletop, and then keeping your left knee down, start to circle your right knee. Keep your left hip under your knee, so don't let it splay to the left. Keep plugging through your fingertips so your shoulders stay over the wrists. Now extend your right leg long. Draw your right knee towards right elbow, little tap. And then extend your right leg long and cross it behind the left, maybe even tap it off the mat. Look over your left shoulder for your left toes. Sort of like a side cat-cow. Again, draw right knee towards elbow and repeat that. Extend the leg and look to the left. 3 more. Crunch and extend. Keep breathing. This time, as you crunch your knee to the right, extend the leg away from you. Press the sole of the foot away and lower the foot to the earth. The inner edge compress or the whole sole of the foot. Start to take some cat-cow from here. So round the spine, tuck the chin, and then let the belly release. It's going to be a more subtle movement than your traditional cat-cow because your right leg is long. Just notice how it feels in your hips. One more round. And then standing on your left knee or left shin, slowly roll your chest all the way up and slide your right arm down your right leg for gate opener pose. Reach your left arm across to the right, maybe left fingertips hold the head. I'm going to turn so you can see me a little better. Sweep your left hand all the way to the floor or to a block. Reach your right arm overhead. You can keep your right foot plugged into the mat or on the outside of your mat, or lift and hover. Right ankle in line with hip. Stay here or elbow towards knee. Inhale as you lengthen, exhale as you crunch. Stay here or option to take heel towards glute and reach back for a twist or a bind. You could stay holding the side stretch too. One more inhale. Exhale, release, tabletop, 2 hands down, 2 knees down. With the knees down, we're going to take our first vinyasa, bend the elbows, come to chest and chin. Untuck your toes, press the toenails into the mat. Inhale for Cobra, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, release. One more Cobra, this time take your arms as wide or wider than your mat. Inhale, lift. Dip your right shoulder and look over the left. Inhale through center, dip the left shoulder and look to your right. One more time to the left and right. Press back through child's pose, taking 3 breaths before we meet in downward facing dog. Forehead to the mat, eyes closed, knees wide, belly release. And when you're ready, start to walk your hands forward and pull yourself to downward facing dog. From down dog, look forward, shift forward, plank, shoulders over the wrists, crown of head forward, reach heels back. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Twice more on your own. And then everybody slowly lower the knees, tabletop. Right knee is going to stay where it is. Left knee starts to circle. We repeat this side, big circles with the left knee. Keep reaching the crown of head forward. That helps support the weight in your wrists. Then extend your left foot long. Draw your left knee towards the left elbow. And then extend it behind the right leg, tapping it to the right corner of your mat. Left knee towards left elbow, and then extend the left toes to the back right corner. Keep going. A few more times. And as you extend your left leg behind you, look over your right shoulder. Next time your left knee is bent, press the left foot to the left, take it wide, and slowly lower the left foot to the mat. Start to take some cat-cows. Last round. Start to find a neutral spine and roll yourself up, gate opener pose. Left hand down, left leg, right arm over the right ear. Maybe use your fingertips to hold your temple. Feeling the right side of body stretch. And then cartwheeling the right hand outside the right shin, palm down or on a block. You can keep the left foot connected to the ground or lift and hover left heel. Reach the left arm over the ear. In whatever variation you're taking, keep stretching through the left side body. Maybe take elbow towards knee, crunching. Whatever you choose, make it controlled, intentional. Paying attention to the quality of your breath. Is this supporting you or not? And if you'd like to take the bind, heel towards glute or just reach back. If you don't have the bind, you can just reach and take the stretch or grab onto ankle or foot. Wherever you are, gently release left knee to the mat, tabletop. Step back to plank, and either knees, chest, chin, or your first chaturanga, your first vinyasa, shift the weight forward, exhale as you lower, 90 degrees, cobra or upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Look towards your hands, walk, or if you're ready, hop lightly, forward fold. Land soft at the top of the mat. Half lift, long spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise all the way to stand. Bend your knees slightly. And then sweep your arms back as you let your chest fold. Inhale, rise up, press through your feet, and keep going. Letting momentum take you. Maybe some audible sighs or exhale. We're going to take this about 5 or 6 more times. Being exaggerating the motion, really waking up and warming up for some standing sequences. Last 1 or 2. Find a forward fold when you're ready. Slow the breath with a big inhale and exhale. And then step your left leg to the back of the mat. Heel toe your right foot wide for lizard. Lower your left knee down and we'll take another quad stretch or twist. Just reach your right hand back. Keep reaching through your right fingers or bend the left knee and find the quad stretch. If you do have a scarf or a strap of some kind, you can strap it. Three slow breaths in the quad stretch. Very gently release it if you have the grip. 2 hands to the top of the mat. Lift your left knee, and then we're going to take a more dynamic movement. Bend both knees, lift your chest, and curl and round the spine, starting to straighten the legs. There can be a little bend to them. Keep going like cat and cow in the spine as the knees bend and straighten. One more time. Next time your left knee is down, lower it to the mat, shift the weight back, angled half splits. Straightening the right leg, right toes to the sky, relax the head and the neck, lengthen the spine. Left hand plants to be your base. Sweep your right leg behind you, side plank variation. Move your left shin a little to the left. Reach your right arm over your ear. Start to lower the outer edge of your right foot. We've been here before. Keep pressing through the right foot. This time your right foot stays down. And maybe pressing into your left hand, your left knee and shin hover. Maybe you take an elbow to knee crunch here, like a little broken triangle. Lots of options to take or leave. And then right hand down. Everybody find a 3-legged dog with the left leg high. Shake it out. Step the left foot into lizard, and we start the second side. Right knee comes down, make sure it feels supported. Sweep the left arm behind you. You could stay here in the twist, or you could bend right knee, heel towards glute, grabbing for opposite foot. Very gently release the bind if you have it. Plant both hands at the top of the mat. Press into your right toes, lift your right knee. And then bend the knees, open the chest, look to the ceiling. Curl and round the spine, look towards your belly button. Keep going. Dynamic lizard. You could tend the fingertips. You could have your hands on blocks. Take one more round. And next time your right knee starts to bend, gently lower it back down. Half split, so shifting the weight back towards your left heel, straightening the left leg. and lengthening the spine. Really flex the left foot and press the ball of the foot away from you to engage the left leg. Then plant the right hand down on your mats and sweep the left leg behind you, lowering the left foot to the mat. Maybe the inner edge of the foot or the whole sole of the foot. Left arm over the ear. Stay here, or pressing into the right hand, lift and hover the right knee. Stay here, or draw left elbow towards right knee. Left hand down, right heel high, three-legged down dog. Shake the right leg out. And then 2 feet to the mat, downward facing dog. Big inhale here. And exhale, release. Inhale, shift forward. Take your vinyasa or don't, and meet back in downward facing dog. Opportunity, kind of flush it out. Take some big breaths in down dog. Inhale fully. And exhale, let it go. Inhale the right leg high from down dog. Step the right foot between the hands and make your way into high lunge. Maybe heel toe your right foot wider before you rise. Shoulders over wrists, right knee over ankle. Relax the shoulders down your back. Straighten the left leg. And bend both knees towards the earth and bend the elbows wide like a cactus. Inhale, straighten the arms and straighten the legs, reach. Keep going, exhale, get low. Inhale, lift. One more time, bend the knees, interlace the hands behind the back, punch the knuckles towards the earth and straighten the back leg. High lunge with the arm variation. Lean the chest forward, power lunge. Release the grip, inhale, arms high. Release the hands behind the back and switch the grip, then lean forward. This time, maybe move into warrior 3, putting a little more weight into the right foot, shifting your left foot forward and balancing on the right leg. Keep pressing the knuckles behind you and lengthening the head forward. Keep squaring the left hip towards the earth, toes down. Big transition, right foot stays strong. One-legged mountain, sweep the left knee, left thigh up, arms to the ceiling. Figure 4, cross right ankle over, left ankle over right thigh and sit into your hips like chair pose. Hands could be on the legs, on the floor, on a block. Two more controlled breaths. Can you calm your breath, calm your face, and then rise up, mountain pose. Press your left foot down, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, reset. Plant the palms and take a vinyasa or straight back downward facing dog. Take your time as you move. Left leg high, high lunge. Step the left foot between the hands or use your toes to inch yourself further forward and lengthen the stance. Maybe walk your left foot to the left, finding space for your hips. And then stack shoulders over hips, draw the rib cage in. Soften the brow, the fingertips. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, get low. Inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Bend, inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend and hover. Two more. Get low, open and broaden the chest, and then interlace the hands behind the back, straighten the right leg, reach the right heels to the back of the mat, lean the chest forward. Sweep the arms up, high lunge, and then interlace them behind the back, switch the grip, getting out of habit. It's gonna feel funny. Lengthen the chest forward, Walk your back foot in, shortening the stance, warrior 3. Looking forward, reaching the right heel up. One more breath in balance, and then we move into one-legged mountain. Try not to let the right foot fall as you sweep the right knee high. Nice transitions. Cross right ankle over left thigh and sit low. Hands can come to heart. Seated in figure 4. Sit a little lower. Take one more inhale. And then press your right foot next to the left. Reach tall and forward fold, hinging from the hips. Half lift, reset the spine. Plant the hands, step back, plank. Press back, dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank pose. You can lower the knees at any point. We're gonna do some core from here. Draw your right knee towards your right elbow, slowly, and extend it back, plank. Draw your left knee towards your left elbow, extend it back, plank. Keep going, just like that. Slow mountain climbers. So the index fingers are pointing forward, spreading through all 10 fingers. You can do this with your knees down. You can take a break and come back. One more to each side. Meet in plank when you're ready. Reach the heels back. Start to pedal the knees. Just tap right knee and left knee to the earth or hover them slowly like you're walking in place. You got it for 4. Whenever you need a break, take it. 3, knees down or hips up, help you release it. 2, and 1, plank when you're ready. Heels to the left, keep the hands planted. Take an inhale. Heels back to center, heels to the right. Breathe in. Back to center. One more to each side. Heels to the left, toes to the right. To center, heels to the right. Back to center, tabletop, everybody, knees down. Flip one wrist at a time and start to take some wrist stretches. So fingers face your knee, and you can lower the palm or not, keep a little space. Shifting the weight, moving your hips forward and back. Just letting the wrists release a little bit after that plank. And before we do an arm balance later. Flip that palm to face you, and then slowly lower towards the wrist. Shake out that hand and switch sides. So right fingers face forward, left fingers face your knee. Could be just at an angle, it could be facing out. If that's enough of a stretch for you, you don't have to lower the whole heel of the hand. Move the weight a little forward and back to increase or decrease the stretch. And then flip the left palm to face you, fingers still facing the knee. Shake out the left leg a little bit and stand up on your knees on your shins. One more wrist stretch. Press the palms away from you, release the shoulders down the back. Fold your thumb into your palm of hand and slowly one finger at a time, make a fist, wrapping all the fingers around the thumb. Reach the hands away from you and then float the wrists down towards the earth. Shake that out. Hips towards heels, right hand to heel, half camel. You could have your right hand on your sacrum or your heel, left arm overhead. Reach the hips forward, reach the chest open. Keep pressing the thighs forward. Have a seat. Hands to the thighs, lower the chin towards chest. Take a breath. Second side camel, half camel. So left hand to the heel or to the sacrum. Reach the right arm over the ear. Reaching the hips forward. Exhale, slowly sit the sit bones back to your heels. Hero's pose, close the eyes, tuck your chin towards chest. Stay here, or option to take full camel, hands to your lower back to support you, or hands to your heels. It's a deep back bend. Don't move your head left and right. Look up towards the sky, opening your throat. Relax your head back and draw your hips forward. Keep the eyes open, take a breath. And then exhale. Everybody bring the hips towards the heels, bring the forehead down, embryo pose. Or if it feels better to take traditional child pose, you can do that. Knees, shins, and ankles together in embryo. Forearms along the shins, palms up, forehead to the mat. 3 breaths. When you're ready, walk your hands to the top of the mat. We meet in downward facing dog. From down dog, right leg high. Step the right foot where the right hand is. Warrior 1. Left heel comes down. Inhale, arms sweep high. Right knee over ankle, get low into the lunge and press through the outer left foot. See if you can square your hips forward and square your shoulders. So left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Interlace the hands behind the back like we've done before. Punch down to open up the chest, lengthen the spine, and then begin to fold to humble warrior. You can lay your chest on your thigh or come inside. Let the crown of head pull you deeper into the stretch. Keep pressing through the outer left foot and keep tucking your right hip under the body, not letting it splay out. You could take a lion's breath, stick out the tongue or audible exhale here. And then release 2 hands inside the right foot. Walk the left hand towards the middle of the mat and press the right hand into the inner right thigh. Open up the hips here. Look towards your left leg. We're going to bend your back knee and go into Skandasana, deep lunge at the back of the mat. So straighten the right leg, lift the right toes, hands to the mat or hands to heart center. From here, it's a big transition to warrior 2. Look at your right toes, lower your right foot down, bend your right knee, open up the arms. Warrior 2 facing the top of your mat. Reach your right arm forward like you're grabbing something, and then bring your shoulders back to center and reach to the back of the mat. Keep going if this feels good, or stay in traditional warrior 2. Reaching forward and back. Your legs stay stable, just your upper body and your torso move forward and back. One more time. Warrior 2, reverse. Straighten your right leg, reverse triangle. Feel that release, reach through your limbs. And then cartwheel the hands down to frame the right foot. Step back, Vinyasa or dog. We all meet in down dog when you're ready. From down dog, left heel high, warrior 1. Step the left foot to the top of the mat, right heel comes down. Take your time, set up your stance, check out your feet. Left knee over ankle, draw the left hip under. Draw the left hip back and right hip forward, relaxing shoulders down your back and softening the face. Interlace hands behind your back. Maybe switch the grip again. Feels funny. Humble warrior. Keep engagement in your back foot. Press to the outer edge of right foot. Think about having equal weight in the front and the back leg. Maybe take an audible exhale or stick out the tongue. And then 2 hands come to the mat. Walk the right hand towards the center. Left hand presses into the left thigh. Look to the back foot. Skandasana, big lunge. Right knee bends, left leg straightens, shifting the weight to the right foot. You can challenge your balance, lift your chest, or hands can stay on the floor. Look to your left foot. Start to press into your right heel, lower your left foot down, warrior two. Open up, expand through the collarbones and the chest. Get low in the lunge and stay holding warrior two, or if you like the reach forward and the reach back, go for it. Maybe once or twice more to the front and the back. And then from warrior two, reset, shoulders over hips, reverse. Left arm up and back, right hand down the leg. Straighten the left leg. Reverse triangle. Cartwheel the hands to frame the left foot. Step back and take your flow. From down dog, shift forward to plank. Option to lower the knees for some push-ups or stay in plank. Exhale, lower the elbows to 90. Inhale, press back up, down dog. Inhale, shift forward plank or tabletop. Exhale, lower the elbows, press back up plank. Once or twice more. You can take a break with your knees down. You're building the same muscles. Down dog when you're ready. Preparing for our arm balance coming up. From downward facing dog. Shift forward, tabletop, knees down, shoulders over wrists. Lower the forearms down. Keep them parallel, or if you want to interlace the hands for some support, we're going into Dolphin. The tendency is for the elbows to splay out, so keep the elbows under the shoulders. Tuck your toes and straighten your legs, downward facing dog from the lower body. Maybe walk your toes closer to your elbows to increase the stretch. Relax your head. You can walk your toes together. You could lift one leg to the sky. And if you're lifted, take a breath. Switch sides and lower. And switch legs. 3 more breaths in Dolphin. Stay strong through the forearms and start to walk your heels back to forearm plank, shifting the chest through. You can lower the knees to take a break if you need. Walk your right forearm forward and your left forearm forward. Then walk your whole right forearm back, left forearm back. Left side, left forearm forward, right forearm forward, left forearm back, right forearm back. Everyone lower the hips, Sphinx pose. Pull your chest through, pull your palms back. Press the toenails into the mat. Maybe press into the palms to start to lift the forearms or straighten the elbows if that works for your body. And then release, belly down Shavasana, forehead to the mat. Shake the hips side to side, let it go. Reach your arms wide or keep them like a cactus. We're going into can opener. Left knee bends, heel towards glute. Right hand stays planted on the mat. Roll all the weight into the right side of your body. Right ear to the earth, look to your left, and reach the left toes behind you. Maybe even plant the foot. Slowly roll back to your belly and go to the other side. So left palm stays down, roll to your right. If you feel any kind of pinching in your body or if this isn't comfortable, just decrease the amount of stretch you're taking. Don't go quite as far. One more inhale and exhale, come back to your belly. Pressing through child's pose or tabletop or plank. Downward facing dog. From down dog, step forward, runner's lunge. Right foot is at the top of the mat, hands frame the foot. Sweep the arms back, airplane. Sweep the arms forward, power lunge. Bend the elbows, cactus. Inhale, reach forward, power lunge. And then left heel down, spin open, star pose. Heels in, toes out, expand through the hands. Turn the toes to face forward and fold into wide-legged fold. Any arm variation here, you can walk your hands through your legs. You can walk them forward. You can take them wide. Relax the head, close the eyes. Walk your hands back towards center and take a halfway lift. Heels in, toes out, star pose. This time, sink down into goddess, bend the knees, and bring the forearms into your thighs. Press the forearms into thighs, open up the hips. Start to turn to the back of your mat, runner's lunge facing the back of your mat. Lift and hover the hands, sweep them back, airplane. Stay strong in the legs, sweep forward, runner or power lunge. Bend the elbows, cactus the arms, reach forward. Bend and cactus, reach and come back into star. Heels down, reach through the fingers. Bend, elbows towards knees, and lift. One more time, goddess squat, bend, elbows towards knees, and lift. This time, you can either take a forward fold or you can take floor frog. I'm gonna turn to face you. Lowering your forearms down, bringing your knees and shins down. Knees and ankles stay in line and shins are parallel with each other. Starting to come into a deep hip stretch, forearms down or laying your chest all the way down. Or you can stay in Prasarita, the wide-legged forward fold. This is a pretty intense hip stretch, so make your choice and we'll stay for about 4 cycles of breath. Really opening up the hips, preparing for our last balancing arm balance. And then we're getting close to the warm down where we'll be on the floor. Take one more breath. If you're in floor frog, very slowly press into your hands. Bring your knees closer together before you come into a wide-legged fold. If you're in a wide-legged fold, take a half lift. Walk your hands to the top of the mat, just like runner's lunge again. Step back, hips high, downward facing dog. From down dog, look towards your hands, bend your knees, hop to squat. Feet outside of the hands. Press the palms together, lift the chest. You can stay here. From here, you could also take open arm twists and stretches, or our arm balance today is frog. So plant the palms, start to shift the weight into the fingertips, leaning the head forward, walk your toes towards each other. You're gonna make a shelf, your little chaturanga arms, your biceps are gonna hold your shins and your knees. As you shift the weight forward, maybe hovering one toe or the other toe. If you have crow, see if you can press into the hands and play with starting to straighten the arms more. Makes it a little harder, less of a shelf. If this is easy for you, you can play with jumping back to plank and see how softly you can land. You can also just stay in Malasana squat. Couple more breaths to play. When you're done, we'll all come to plank pose. Hands to the top of the mat, feet to the back of the mat, heels to the left. This time reach your right hand high, side plank. Variations, lift and hover your right foot. Maybe close and open the legs or keep hovering. Elbow to knee like we've done before. You could step your back foot behind you, wild thing, opening the chest. Or you could take a walking plank, stepping the right foot in front, left foot in front, walking forward and walking back. When you're ready, watch your right hand come to the mat, plank pose. Shift the hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward. We're gonna take that on the other side. Heels to the right. Left hand to the sky, shoulders stacking. Right hand stays solid and strong. Lift the left foot and hover it, or stack it, or step the left foot behind you off your mat. Heel comes down, open up, wild thing. Maybe another elbow to knee if you're missing some crunches. Maybe stacking left foot in front, then right foot in front, little side plank with a walk. So many choices. You could lower your right knee or your forearm. Everybody come back, 2 hands down, plank. Shift the hips back, downward facing dog. We're starting our warm down from here. Reach the right leg high. Knee towards left elbow. Kick through, fallen star. Outer edge plants, left heel plants, left hand high. Lower the hips to the earth. Toes up, heels down. Bend your right knee like tree pose. And left forearm into left thigh, reach the right arm over. Side body stretch. Slow the breath. Take a big inhale. Full exhale. Cartwheel the right hand outside the right hip. Press into the right knee and shin. Lift the hips. Reach left arm forward. And then 2 hands down. 3-legged down dog. Shake out the right leg. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Knee towards right elbow. Kick the left foot through. Outer edge plants. Right heel comes down. Right hand high. Start to spin your toes to the sky and start to lower your hips and your legs all the way to the earth. So you're at an angled, wide-legged stance. Left knee bends. Make tree pose in your legs. Forearm, right forearm to thigh. Left arm over the ear, stretching towards your right toes. Close your eyes here. If that helps you settle. Relax the head and the neck. Big inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the left hand to the top of the mat. Press into the left knee, left shin. Lift the hips. Reach the right arm forward. And then right hand plants. Find 3-legged down dog. Shake the left leg out. Slide the left shin forward. Half pigeon. You could take pigeon on the back if you prefer. And fold forward, sleeping pigeon. We won't be here for long. Just get into your posture and take 2 slow breaths. You can choose to stay longer or press up, let your left hip lower, and glide your right leg across the left for a seated twist. Start to lower your right hip back down, lengthen a spine, and turn to your right. A very gentle twist. And then turn to the left. Make your way to the second side of pigeon. So bringing your right shin forward, left leg back. You can come through downward facing dog or just glide right into it with a long spine, fold forward. Let's start to use your props here. Either stay in pigeon for longer or press up, right hip lowers. Left knee and shin cross the right leg, plant the sole of foot, lift the chest, and just turn a little bit to the left. You don't have to go into your deepest twist ever. Just turn your chest, your torso, lowering your left hip down towards the earth if you're taking the spinal twist. And then start to take a little counter twist. Wherever you are, come to a seat, hands behind you, feet in front of you. Coming out of your seated pigeon, half pigeon, pigeon on the back. Feet as wide as the mat and start to windshield wiper them side to side. Slow the legs. And then make fists with your hands and use your hands to massage your legs, going up and down the calves, the ankles, the hips, the lower back, the glutes, inner thighs and outer thighs. A mini massage before we head to our back. All right, take it all the way to your back, and you can keep going. Seeing if this helps you get your calf muscles better or the backs of your legs better. And then plant the soles of the feet. We have 1 back bend. You could take bridge or wheel pose. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift the hips. If you're taking wheel, Hands by the ears, press up onto the crown of your head and then all the way up. Squeeze your thighs like there's a block between them. Keep pressing through all four corners of the feet. And then when you're ready, slowly descend one vertebra at a time back to the mat. Choose to take butterfly, soles of feet together, knees wide, or feet wide, knees knocked together. Hand to belly, hand to heart, close the eyes. Make a choice to slide straight into your Shavasana from here, or find a final twist or happy baby or one more back bend. Paying attention to what your body is craving, is needing, and what feels like the most loving choice at this point in the practice. You've done enough. So start to think about how to close and prepare for final relaxation. Arriving on your exhale, the eyes closed. There's nothing to do for the next few minutes, but rest. So I'll guide you out when it's time. without any movement, just begin to deepen the breath. I'll read a poem and then take your time as you deepen the breath to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, and eventually find the fetal position. Bob Sharple says, don't meditate to fix yourself, to improve yourself, to redeem yourself. Rather, do it as an act of love, of deep friendship to yourself. In this way, there is no longer any need for the subtle aggression of self-improvement, for the endless guilt of not doing enough. It offers a possibility of an end to the ceaseless round of trying so hard that wraps so many people's lives in a knot. Instead, there is now meditation as an act of love. How endlessly delightful and encouraging. So encourage your body to stay where you are for a longer Shavasana, or press up from the fetal position and join us together in a comfortable seat. Maybe keeping the eyes closed or soft, paying attention to the quality of your nervous system and your breath. When you're ready, exhale everything out. Inhale, sit up tall and fill up. And give it back. Nice practice. Great work, everyone. Wasn't easy as usual, but you made it. You did it. Thanks for joining me.